A little keyboard action there.
Getting a little crazy with it.
Oh, look at here. We got some scooters on the road.
Scooters in the lane. Scooters in the lane. With some cones going on the left side. Yeah. They're cleaning their act up.
They are, in fact, cleaning their act up. You know, first of all, welcome in, folks. It is Thursday, December 29th, and we are so glad to have you with us here. Yeah, you know, the white truck is getting better and better each day.
It is, man. I mean, the cones are blowing my mind, to be honest with you.
It's a lot. You see, I mean, I guess that's a lot. What are these red things in the, like?
Yeah, are those were the War of the Worlds?
It looks like paint.
Like X marks the spot.
Yeah, I'm very confused as to what the paint is for.
Who do we call it?
But it definitely looks like, I mean, basically this delivery truck just said, I'm going to park in the street because everybody else is parked in my way.
Yeah, I'm going to take up all the lanes, hopefully, and then mark the one that's open with my paint.
What I'm really hoping is this fella in the yellow safety jacket here is
coordinating something.
He appears to be trying to negotiate with the white truck to move.
Why he is not allowed to just do whatever he wants, but everybody else
like that. Well, I mean, how long? Justin, your homework tonight is to check this camera around midnight to see if that red Honda Pilot is still there, because it's been there it's not moved.
Oh, there's two people where this truck is.
Yeah, no, there's two people talking to the guy in the yellow safety vest.
But I haven't. So the one on the left, that car next to this white truck is maybe that's her. Maybe it's her.
Boo the Cowboys fans! Boo the Cowboys fans!
Boo!
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 Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They're pointing at us. Or they were.
There was some problems.
Pointing up at the camera. I don't know.
Hey, you got the wrong one.
Seriously, I don't know what's going on here. This is phenomenal. We've got action this morning. Got cars on the road, folks. Pedestrian traffic everywhere. Don't forget, Kim Van Atta says, make sure to look both ways before you cross the street.
Yes.
And if you're riding a bicycle, good luck. We've got dogs coming out of the bars this morning and going into I'm telling you, man, it's Thursday and the weather has gotten so nice that like everyone is just out. They're like, I don't even care if it's going to rain today. It's going to be 60. So we're going out.
You're right, man. You're so right.
Exactly.
That's really how it is.
So it's nuts, man. Or everyone's getting ready to, get ahead of any New Year's Eve traffic to go ahead and get downtown and get parked.
Yeah, for real. Just go ahead and start walking. And
see, that's the move. If you're not going to drive, if you're not going to drink, go ahead and park your car nearby.
Very big facts.
And then Uber to where you're going.
Remember that one year it
and then
was
drive your car
downtown?
home.
It was like $102 to Uber from one side of town to the other.
Yeah, that's why you do. So that's the thing is you can Uber downtown a lot cheaper early than you can Ubering home after it's over.
This is true.
So your best option is to not drink at, or at least have a designated driver with you.
Yeah.
And have your car already parked nearby.
Boom.
That's the move.
It is the move. It sounded good when you said it. To be real with you.
So I'm just
I like
pro
that.
tips here on Mornings on Main Street.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that'd be a really good segment.
Pro tips.
Like do pro tips and then like have like a plumber.
Pro tips.
Like have like a plumber or an electrician or just like some like random professional who knows what they're talking about.
Or
give
me.
you like this quick pro tip. Yeah,
That's
I mean
true. That would be cool. Yeah, like if we can find a guest, it could be me.
I swear. Look, you were 49ers gear today. Yesterday you were a Packers fan.
I'm not. Is there football on tonight?
Oh, this is so great.
I can't claim them. On premonition. Go Niners. Go Brock Purdy.
I like it. That's so great. It's random. Yeah, it is Thursday night, and that means the Titans and Cowboys are going to be somewhat, I guess, playing football. One team is. I don't know what the other team's going to do. But yesterday, Mo and I talked to Teresa Walker, and so we'll give you some excerpts from what Teresa had to say, although we'll give you her opening monologue of 9 minutes.
It was perfect.
It's so long. She was like, "Oh, I guess I'll shut up now."
Yeah, that was funny. I really didn't even realize.
No, just keep going.
Yeah, until she was like, and then I'll just stop for a second, and I was like, "Oh, I guess you've been going for a while."
You probably have been going a while. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. I mean, if you got more to say, just say it.
You can talk forever. I really just could listen forever.
I
was in a daze. I was like,
that's one of the great things about Teresa is you don't have to really set her up. She's got plenty of knowledge, man. She knows it all.
Facts.
And she can spit it.
Yeah, off the top.
So I love that. But yeah, so we'll show you guys that excerpt from yesterday's Main Street Sports today with Teresa Walker. We'll also get into our top 3 stories and much, much more. So I got to tell you.
What up, bro?
I've had a really rough week.
Yeah.
It has been crazy. So as I guess it was what's today? Thursday. Mm-hmm. So Tuesday, maybe.
Short weeks always freak me out.
What does?
Short weeks always freak me out.
Oh yeah, because you never know what day it is.
Yeah.
And we have like 3 in a row here, so it's like
exactly
crap. I don't know what's going on. So Tuesday, I opened up the laundry machine or the laundry washing machine, and the clothes in it were just soaking wet. Like, that's not good. Clearly, you're supposed to drain the water and like rinse it, and then.
Oh, you mean like they in standing water?
No, the water was gone. Just the clothes were soaking wet. It's like, this isn't good.
Yeah.
So it turns out that the washing machine is broken.
Great.
It doesn't spin.
Oof.
So
need to spin.
Yeah, that's not good.
Machines are always cheap though.
Oh yeah, thank God. Well, I did some light Googling and to find out, maybe I can deduce as to what the issue is here.
Drop that term in. That was a good. That was
light Googling.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
So
seamless.
I Googled and I said, I basically typed in, Maytag, whatever brand it is, whatever model it is,
with a side.
Won't spin. That's what I mean by light Googling. Like, I mean, it's the most generic thing ever, right?
Like, no, yeah. I was gonna, yeah.
So
that's good.
It comes up and it's like, hey, try this. So it's, it's one of those
pro tips.
It's got like, it's got sensors in it and all that. So you're like, maybe the sensor's bad. So they tell you like open and close the lid like 6 times or something. And then they like, stand on one foot, hop
Yeah.
on your other leg, and
Just
twirl around in circles or whatever.
well, don't forget, you go in and then you go out, and that's what it really is all about.
That's right. Yeah, and so we got done with all of that, and then it says at the end, it's like, oh, by the way, these washing machines are known for this particular part going out, and that's what causes it to not spin. If you hear a clicking noise, which reminds me immediately of
Anything.
Henry Cho,
and
the comedian Henry Cho. No,
yeah, kind of.
okay, so he has this bit where he's talking about a blinker,
Mhm.
and they're in the car, and he turns his turn signal on, and so and his wife's like uncle or something's like, "What's that clicking noise?" So they're from his wife's family from Alabama,
Right.
and they're like just super country, and he's like, "What's that clicking noise?" So I hear the clicking noise, and that's all I can think about at this point. I'm like, Henry
Like
Cho. I
Henry
need to go.
clicks.
Now I have to go watch Henry Cho. Like, and
Everything put on hold.
just, so I Google. I searched on Amazon for the part, and found a part for like $32. So this is good.
That is good. It's not 800.
And then I asked the landlord. I was like, "Hey man, can you?
Are you in on this? Like,
Could you help me like just put it on?" And he was like, "Yeah, because it's his washing machine,
right?
But we have this deal like the first $100 for any repair we have to pay.
Oh, okay.
So like it makes us really think about whether or not we want to call. Can we live without this? Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I feel you.
we can't live without a washing machine. So he's going to help me put it on, and we're going to get it fixed. But
this all happened this week too.
This all happened Tuesday. Well, so Sarah she's working, and she's like, "Oh, I really need to go to the post office to do something for for her job."
Mm-hmm.
And so she walks outside, walks back inside like 3 minutes later, and just looks at me. And I was like, and I was busy. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was busy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what I was doing. I was feeding Chandler. So she walks back. So I get there feeding Chandler. I walk out there, and she goes, "Come with me." So I walk outside. We look at the Tahoe, and I see it. The front right of the Tahoe is just a little bit slower than the rest of the Tahoe. I was like, the front right tire is flat, isn't it? She's like, "How'd you know? Did you hit something?" I was like, "No, I can see that the car is leaning.
Oh,
it has a shoulder lean.
yeah.
I can see it."
Deductive reasoning here.
So it is in fact a flat tire. At this, it's literally like within an hour of the washing machine stopping, we now have a flat tire on the Tahoe. So luckily I have Verizon's roadside service.
Verizon.
And so you can use it 4 times a year. I've only used it once this year. So, and it resets on January 1st.
Need all 3 of these people to come out.
So I was like, just call them. So I call them. They come in. They take the tire off, and the guy looks at me. He goes, "Well, the good thing is it's only flat on the bottom." Exactly. That was my reaction. I was like, "I'm sorry, what, sir?" And apparently he had just changed someone's tire.
It not be right.
He had just changed the tire for like for a young kid, like a 16-year-old, and that's what the kid told him. Oh. And so he was like, "This is my new joke from now on." And I was like, "That's great."
Dude, that's like, great, but we're about to fight because you said it.
It really was great. So I was like, "Okay, this is good. It's only flat on the bottom." So we put the spare on, and the spare of a 2012 Tahoe, this spare has never been used. I mean,
it looks. Didn't even know it was a spare.
They didn't know the spare existed. Oh, and by the way,
underneath it's like, "Hey, cylinder here."
And by the way, do you know where the tire tool to get this? Because you have to use the tire tool to lower the spare from under the truck.
Right.
Do you know where it is located?
So I've had to do this recently on an Escape 2002, and again, It was like first time this donut had seen the light of day. It was like, "What's up? What are we doing?" I was like, "You're about to be my tire." For a while, probably. Buck up.
In that 45-mile-an-hour speed limit ain't happening.
Yeah. You can go ahead and get that out of your mind right now.
You better hang on for dear life, donut.
You're like, cool. What do we? Will you eat me? Like, am I a donut? What's up? Oh, you're a tire. You're a tire.
Oh,
Way
man.
longer than you need to be.
Well, so where was your tire tool?
Oh, sorry. It was in. It was like in some compartment, like in the back. Like.
Okay, so that's normally where it is. Like there's on the left hand side, like the driver's side, you just pull the panel off, and there's your jack, there's your tire tool, and all that.
Yes.
No, not for me.
Not for the Yows.
No, that's where it is, but there's no panel to take off. You have to take the cup holders from the third row seats. You have to take them off the top of the and reach down inside and grab the. We had to watch a YouTube video to figure out where it was.
Oh, that's rock bottom.
So imagine my surprise when he has to watch a YouTube video to find out where my tire tool is, and then tells me that my tire is only flat on the bottom. And I'm like, you know what? Did you put this thing on right? do I trust this enough to go to the store?
Yeah.
So anyway, so we've got all of that taken care of.
Company.
We'll go. we're gonna go get the tire plugged or patched here soon, and we'll get all that taken care of. But my goodness, what a day Tuesday was!
No kidding. That 50 miles an hour thing is so funny. Like, I know you probably know. You've probably been talked to at the factory 18 years ago when you were made.
I know what they said.
Look, it's on my tire. You can see it. It says don't go. Okay, look. But we gotta go. We gotta go higher.
but listen, we're already 10 minutes late. So
there's, we can go scenic group, but we're just not. We're rich enough for that.
I'm gonna need you to just make this thing happen.
Now the lean is something serious, though. It's so deflating. Literally,
it's brutal. So luckily, we have it has a full size spare. The Tahoe does.
That's cool.
Because what do you can't put a donut on SUV, like that's just not possible.
Yeah.
So I guess you
never did that.
That would never work out. So, but it hasn't been used in so long. So like the inside of it, where it's been up against the Tahoe, it's like rubbed raw. So like it's kind of thin. So I'm just like, please God, just get me to the tire shop. Just get me to the tire shop. That's
I wonder how many. Never mind. I was going to say really bad. Like, I wonder how many like busted tires there are on the way to the tire shop. But I hope that doesn't happen to you.
Oh, that would be brutal. But here's the thing: I've got 2 more roadside services to go. I can get it towed to the end of the year. I got it. We're good to go.
You were like you write in the delivery instructions, no jokes.
Well, the only other time I used it earlier this year was when my tire came off.
You were tireless on one
OFF off.
like the mosquito spray.
Yes. Just off. Came off of my entire car. Just off. Didn't go flat. Tire wasn't flat. Nope. Just came off. So yeah, there's that. It's been a good one.
Oh my gosh. I know. I mean, I don't know what they're all supposed to do. Tires.
That's not something.
Aware. Yeah.
I'm almost certain that that's not supposed to be part of the deal.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think they're.
I don't think I am. I don't think I am.
Like, I think you do that first.
Oh gosh, that's fantastic. Well, I hate to make you stop crying and do the weather, but I'm going to need you to somehow tell a joke that will keep this going. And I don't know that you can do it.
No, I can do it. I can do it because when does it rain money? When will it rain money, Chris?
Monday? I don't know.
When there's a change in the weather.
Change. You know, a change gonna come.
Jing-a-lang, as most say.
Little Sam Cooke there. A change gonna come. I was born by the river. What's the weather look like today?
Weather today, man, it looks dark and cloudy, but 31% chance of rain. I'm looking at 69% chance of not rain. Is that right?
Yes, 69 is correct.
Okay, cool. Everybody knows that, Krista. I already said the joke, right? Okay, 60% humidity, a high 61, low 51. If the rain holds off, then I can golf. And that's good for everybody, I feel like.
Everybody except who's standing on the sides.
Yeah, that's true. Or at the hole, or inside of the hole. If there's anybody inside of the hole, you're going to be.
Yeah, you're gonna think about. You'll be safe if you're near the hole. And Justin's golfing.
Doom.
One day, Justin, I'll have to go golfing with you.
Yes.
Because I've never golfed in my life.
Oh wow.
And I think it would be fun.
It would be fun, man. I wouldn't make it bad.
It would be. All I'm saying is, it would certainly make the walk a little less spoiled.
Yeah.
We'll play best ball.
There we go. Yeah, and if you hit a bad shot, you just do one lap. That's all around the whole.
Around all 18.
Yeah, but like not like around the whole perimeter, like around each hole.
Yeah, no good.
Nickelback. That's like 50,000 laps.
I would be taking a lot of laps. It'd be like that time that my youth football coach made me run for being late, but my football coach was my dad, and he was the one who drove me to practice.
You're like, should I just run to practice?
Like, sir, you drove me here. I can't help being late if you had to drive me. Please stop this right now.
Please, this is not.
He was like, but if I don't make you run, then
I got
everyone else would had to run if their parents were late. So it was just funny. But anyway,
roll. That's good stuff.
Let's take a look at some traffic, eh?
Absolutely.
Traffic is brought to you by 50 Forward, a Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults, a proud partner with the All of Us Research Program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting our website, joinallofus.org/50 Forward. Almost like a bad toothache. It never goes away.
The MDs, merging delays.
These merging delays right here. Coming off of Brockley Parkway on 24 East, coming into 65 South into the downtown loop. We've got merging delays at 40 and 440 again today, so things are getting back to somewhat normal, it appears. But no major accidents to report, so that's good.
Always mooey.
Yeah. Bueno. No major accidents. We are looking good in Lebanon. Also down in Murfreesboro. On 840, we've got a stoppage.
Whoa.
At the Triune, just past the Triune exit there, or the College Grove exit. That is on 840 coming toward 65 from 24. So between Murfreesboro and almost right in the middle between Murfreesboro and Spring Hill there's a little stoppage in traffic. So just FYI. But that's it. I mean, nothing major. You were trying to find it?
Yeah, but I just got confused. So we're back at the original.
Yeah, just go where you go. What you know, do what you know. Okay. Dixon's looking good. Clarksville's looking good. There is up in Portland on 65 southbound coming in from the state line. There is I have no idea. Do you see that up there at the top?
On it.
Check out the very top of 65. Yeah, you see that? I mean, obviously we don't have any cameras, but like it won't even tell me what it is. Just looks like a do not enter sign. So I don't know what's going on up there in Portland, but doesn't look good.
It's a railroad track, I think.
Oh, okay.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, on the interstate.
They're just building one there.
They're building a railroad track there. Sure, that sounds like
cool.
a good.
We'll go with that.
But yeah, that's it. That's your traffic for the day.
Nice.
All right, let's take a break. We've got top 3 stories and Teresa Walker coming up here on Main Street Media. Mornings on Main Street. Stick around.
Hit after hit has has become the baseball store in Tennessee. They have over 1,000 different models of gloves and over 1,500 wood bats. They also have several Iron Mike pitching machines as well as a HitTrax machine. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. We're proud to call Hit After Hit the official shirt provider of the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
When I made the decision to host the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night, Strike and Spare is where I turned. And what a wise decision that turned out to be. They have 5 locations in our area with family attractions. They're perfect for birthdays, groups and corporate outings, and holiday parties. For more info, it's simple. Go to strikeandspare.com.
A man was critically injured following a crash early Friday morning. Officers at the scene said the victim was driving a pickup truck when he lost control of the vehicle. The pickup veered left and went into a ditch. A front seat passenger was wearing a seatbelt and escaped the crash without injury. The driver was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from the truck. He died at the scene. Law enforcement writes tickets to save lives.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor-trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor-trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor-trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
What a beautiful Thursday it is here on Mornings on Main Street and in Middle Tennessee. Glad to have you with us here on this short week. Be another short week next week, but now you guys are looking forward to it. We've got football tonight and football tomorrow night for you Vols fans. How about that? And it looks like our yellow vest fella has successfully
cleared the streets, man.
Cleared the white truck, but we're still waiting. I wonder if he's waiting on a tow truck for
maybe that's his car.
You know, that's a really good question because it looks like that has actually moved.
He could have moved it.
I wonder, someone backed it up.
Yeah, because that one, dude, he cleared it out. That's his block.
He's like, we're going to need you to move your vehicle backwards.
And no one can drive here ever again.
Thank you. Wow. All right.
All his cones, BYOC.
Yeah, BYOC. There you go. Oh, well, it is a beautiful day, and we've got a lot of great stories coming your way. Hey, there you go. We got ducks. How about that?
Freaking ducks, man. L-Town. Let's go.
Lebanon High shop class students recently built 50 nesting boxes for wood ducks in partnership with the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, which will install them at sites around Old Hickory Lake. The students constructed the boxes from rough lumber provided by several Wilson County and Gallatin businesses. Delta Waterfowl also donated 15 boxes to the project, which was overseen by Wilson County TWRA officer Hunter Daniels. The TWRA provided blueprints for the nesting boxes, which have to conform to specific measurements, especially the hole in which the ducks enter and exit. The holes must be 4 inches in size, large enough to accommodate the ducks, but not large enough to admit predators such as raccoons. I didn't know raccoons like duck. Now we do. Some boxes have a hinged roof to assist waterfowl biologists in monitoring and the nesting and hatching process. Wood ducks got their name by residing in flooded, wooded areas, and placement of the nesting boxes is critical. They have to be in areas with suitable habitat to provide foraging and protection for the young ducks when they leave the nest. Wood ducks are cavity nesters. Instead of building the nests on the ground like geese or other duck species, they build them in hollow trees and in man-made nesting boxes like the ones built by LHS students. The boxes are placed on poles, jutting a few feet above the water. Metal guards are placed on the poles to repel snakes that prey on eggs and ducklings. So this is pretty smart. This is a whole thing, man. They look cool, too, if you just look there on your screen.
Yeah, that is cool. I like, I'm a big duck guy. I like ducks.
I don't mind ducks. I hate geese.
Oh, man, geese are so freaking entitled.
Yeah, geese suck. Wood ducks were actually threatened with extinction in the early 1900s because of the uncontrolled market hunting and loss of bottomland habitat. But they are now Tennessee's most common duck nesting species and are most spectacularly colored, writes Larry Woody, especially the dazzling drakes. The construction of the nesting boxes by Lebanon students is the second recent TWRA partnership with Wilson County Youth, because earlier the fishing team at Mount Juliet helped construct fish attractors, which will be also installed throughout Old Hickory Lake. So how about that?
Old Hickory Lake getting some upgrades.
Upgrades. Come on now. That's what I like to see. All right. Hey, if you're looking for transportation downtown and you don't want to do what we just said, we got a plan for you. Tickets are still available.
This is great.
For the We Go Star train service on New Year's Eve. Round trip tickets cost $15 plus a $2 processing fee. That's a good deal. $17. You can purchase tickets at ticketsnashville.com. They'll be on sale until an hour prior to departure or until they're sold out, whichever comes first. Children ages 4 and younger do not need a ticket to board. However, they will be required to sit in a parent's lap. Upon arrival at Riverfront Riverfront Stadium is definitely not in Nashville. It's a long trip to Riverfront was in Cincinnati.
Was it? Sounds like a Cincinnati thing.
Yeah, it was in Riverfront was in Cincinnati. But upon arrival at Riverfront Station, buses will be available to take customers directly to the Bicentennial Mall for the New Year's Eve celebration. For the Stars return trip, buses will load on James Robertson between 6th and 7th Avenue and will proceed directly to Riverfront Station between midnight and 1 a.m. We Go staff will be on hand to assist and direct passengers. The Star will depart at 1:30 a.m. Tickets and passes are not accepted. Weekday We Go Star tickets and passes are not accepted on New Year's Eve train. Any items that will not fit underneath the seat, such as bikes, wagons, are not permitted on the train. Coolers of any size are not permitted. And
I can't bring my wagon, bro.
You can't bring your wagon or your cooler. So no wagon will. Sorry.
Wow. That's a devastating blow.
All personal items are also subject to search. See house rules for details. If you need special accommodations, call 615-862-5950. For more information, you can consult the route schedules on the website wegotransit.com. So there you go. There's the train schedule. 7 o'clock in Lebanon, leaving Lebanon. Hamilton Springs, 8 minutes later. In Marthas at 7:15, Mount Juliet 7:25, Hermitage 7:35, and Donaldson 7:45. They're not going to Portland because I don't think they're going to have that train track built by then.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so we take the Star to Titans games usually.
Oh, that's
the Lebanon station.
I mean, it's a great deal.
It's fantastic. It's a great ride. You get
Our
dropped
tickets
off right.
are tickets about the same.
Yeah, exactly the same. I think.
I mean, that's cheap. You don't have to worry about parking.
Exactly, and drops you off right in the middle of everything.
Yeah, so that's amazing.
It really is.
That's a great plan.
I have never once not fell asleep on the train though on the way back.
On the way back.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
Yeah,
you just screamed your head off for a while. You full of brats and beer or whatever.
Exactly.
And then you're out.
Exactly. The hum of it. Oh yeah.
It's over. The whole time you're done. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I was on the way to Hogwarts. I'd be asleep.
Definitely. Final story of the day. Tennessee Department of Transportation has implemented an incident management plan for the interstate widening project in Robertson County. The extensive widening project is on schedule and a traffic shift has been implemented. This is what we're looking at. This is what this thing is that we've been talking about all morning. I didn't read this story before, or I would have known what it was.
Gotcha.
Now we know. A traffic shift has been implemented, moving drivers to the inside lanes of the interstate. For safety, Jones Brothers constructors will use concrete barriers to separate the lanes from active construction, which means motorists will travel several miles of roadway without a shoulder or pull-off area. TDOT knows this could increase the chances of crashes in the area and has implemented a management plan to provide additional safety measures. Highway patrol officers will be patrolling the construction zone to help respond to incidents as well as speeding enforcement. In the event of an incident, an on-shift help unit will be dispatched as well as TDOT maintenance crews that'll bring traffic control devices to assist with managing traffic. Smart work zone devices, which are already in place, include message boards on each end of the project that will also be utilized. If a long-term closure occurs, a permanent detour will be installed along US 31 for 65 northbound and southbound cars. TDOT has also requested an officer assist with directing traffic at predetermined intersections. Please be advised to plan for extra travel time and slow down in those work areas. And you can always, again, check the latest construction activity and live streaming as we do here on tnsmartway.com/traffic.
Well said, sir.
There you go. That is it for your top 3 stories. When we come back, Mo and I got to hang out with Teresa Walker yesterday. They got a big game tonight, Titans, Cowboys, on Thursday Night Football. You can see it on Channel 5 or on Prime. So, yeah, there you go. We will take a break when we come back. What did Teresa have to say about tonight and the rest of the season? We'll let you know. Stick around. Mornings on Main Street returns after this.
This is Eric Barner with Rock Castle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
For Dustin Timmons. For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
Serving Williamson and surrounding counties, Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee offers comprehensive orthopedic care with 16 subspecialized physicians. Our practice provides high-tech care with a hometown touch. We offer physician clinics, physical and occupational therapy, advanced imaging, and surgical services, including interventional procedures. Call us at 615-791-2630. We're Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee. High-tech care with a hometown touch.
Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
Welcome back in Main Street Sports today, presented by Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint. Chris Yao and Mo Patton here on this Wild and Wacky Wednesday, but we will not have wild and wacky stories for you today because we've got to pick some college football, and we're going to get to that in the final segment of the show. Looking forward to it. But until we get there, we have to talk a little Titans because they've got a game coming up pretty quick after Saturday's affair at against Houston, in which the Titans lost, unfortunately, but that's okay because it's winner take all next week against Jacksonville. That being said, what does Thursday night mean? Well, we'll ask Teresa Walker. She has a better idea. She joins us now from the Associated Press. Teresa, how are you?
I'm good, and it's very, very unique and weird. I'm kind of flashing back to remember the Saints game, December 22nd, 2019. It was a game that didn't mean anything for the Titans, and Derrick Henry ended up on the injury report with a hamstring. Did not play in that game. He was not very happy about that. Yet what happened after that? They went to Houston, won a must-win game to earn a wild card spot, and then went on a run to the AFC Championship game. Now, this week, he's on the injury report. He'd been on the injury report, but it was NIR, not injury-related. Giving the man rest. I mean, he's been literally carrying the offense this much of this year, right?
Yeah, it could easily be a back injury.
Exactly. So, and he talked to us very briefly. I think, some people had it at 39 seconds. I had 41 seconds in the time that I stopped and started mine. And he made it, are you playing? Whatever coach needs me to do. So, I have had people, including my own AP colleagues, who have, teams in I think fantasy football are in playoffs right now. And they're wanting to know, is Derrick playing? Is Derrick playing? I don't know. Flip a coin, 50-50. I mean, would you like to see Hassan Haskins maybe and Julius Chestnut? The problem, guys, is that for a second straight year, the Tennessee Titans lead the NFL in most players used. They're at 82 right now, okay? They're tied for fourth most games played by rookies. Last week, they played a season-high 10 rookies. And so, they're getting, for anyone wondering about when's the youth movement started, it started this year, okay? You maybe just didn't notice it because Traylon Burks was on IR and some things like that. But, Malik Willis, I mean, I figure he makes his fourth start of the season tomorrow night. I can't imagine that, the problem Mike Vrabel has is you've got guys who are hurt who could really truly benefit from a week off, right? And you get a mini bye after Thursday night and you get a chance to rest up. We don't know, though, is this game going to be January 7th, next Saturday, or if it's the only game with win and in implications, does the NFL flex it to the Sunday night game? Depending on how things that involve the Lions, the Commanders, the Packers, and somebody else I'm forgetting, then Aaron Rodgers might be in the win and in position with the Packers. And let's face it, national TV is going to want A-Rod in that position. So, the NFL can make this decision even 6 days out. So hopefully we know Sunday night what's going on, who's playing when. But so you have to factor that in. Jeffrey Simmons wants to play, wants to win. Kevin Byard said, I'm playing. I know I'm playing. And, but then he's not on the injury report, knock on wood. Jeffrey Simmons he's been playing through an ankle, most of this season. Danico Autry gets back after missing 4 games. He's back on the on the injury report with the bicep issue. So, the problem is, you've got, it's the NFL. It's 100% injury rate for all the people who've been adding me on Twitter for months, 2 years. Fire the strength and conditioning staff. Guys, December 6th, Amy Adams Strunk made it pretty clear that she thought it was the GM and the groceries he was buying. If you're buying the banged up, bruised ACL issue, hamstring problems, just had back surgery a few weeks before the draft issues, that maybe it's the groceries and not the chef, for people who, just so calm down. The problem is Mike Vrabel and his coaching staff have to look and figure out who is healthy enough to get through this game, not make it worse, and, who can truly benefit by sitting out. That's the thing. I'm waiting for the injury report later today around 3:00. We'll know who they totally rule out. Ryan Tannehill's not playing. But, the big question is, would he have a chance next week, or do they absolutely positively need to be, preparing for a wild card game for him to have a chance to return from this reported tightrope surgery on his ankle? So, and again, anyone who questioned that man's toughness, he finished the game in LA on that ankle and ran for a touchdown at the end of the game to tie that up. So, and for people thinking just start over, I don't know about you. I can't truly judge Malik Willis based on the patchwork line he's played behind. But with it, I've looked at the salary cap figure for Ryan Tannehill next year, the dead cat number. Cannot see him. There's going to have to be some math involved to just get rid of him. Okay. So maybe it makes sense to extend Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry a year or two more and start on guys. They need offensive line, more help at receiver. They're going to need to figure out what to do at linebacker. They got issues, and they're going to have to be a lot of salary cap cuts made. And but right now it's crazy. It's like, who's available tomorrow night? And that's the only question that matters, because, and I saw the tweet about the lead-in. It's weird. Okay. You've got guys in that locker room that want to win. Kevin Byard, they don't like losing. If you're a fan and your team wins, you get an adrenaline rush. Imagine that multiplied in the locker room. They've lost 5 straight. Nobody that is currently on this roster has been part of a Titans team that has lost 5 straight ever. Nobody is still around from that team. Taylor Lewan is on IR. He was part of that team. But the rest of this group, they don't know this feeling. It's weird territory. If they were to lose 6 straight, with a loss tomorrow night, then that Ken Whisenhunt was fired after his 6th straight loss after winning the opener of the 2015 season. Now, Amy's not going to do that. So the fun part is, just trying to, we all know what the stakes are. Go to Jacksonville next week, win that game. And Dallas does have something to play for, guy. Their hopes are slim. Slimmer actually probably than the Titans, because Philadelphia plays the Saints. Philly needs one more win to clinch home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs. But if they lose once and Dallas wins out, then the Cowboys, they're playing for the NFC East title for a second straight year. So they have a lot to play for. So, it's just one of the weirder games I've covered. And we're just going to have to wait and see what the approach is. And, I'll shut up for a moment.
Teresa, stupid question alert. The ankle that Ryan Tannehill is dealing with right now, is this the same ankle that took him out earlier this year?
Yes, it is. He sprained the right ankle. It was an early fourth quarter against Indianapolis that had him in the walking boot when he walked out of Nissan on October 23rd. He missed 2 games, came back, but that's the same ankle that he hurt in Los Angeles.
Is it the same injury?
Well, that they have not said. He's just on the injury report with
with an ankle injury.
With an ankle, and that was the ankle. If you saw the screenshot or screen grab or watched it, I did that to my ankle once and playing wiffle ball at my son's birthday party. I ended up with an avulsion fracture where tendon pulled a piece of bone off. That's why I had 2 stress fractures after that when I tried to prepare for half marathons. Doctor said after the second one, stop running. So in a tightrope procedure, as we learned with Cedric Tillman of Tennessee earlier this year, Tua Tagovailoa had it at Alabama. They go in and they kind of, essentially tie up the tendon in a way to help secure and stabilize the ankle, so to speak. And, usually 3 weeks seems to be the recovery period. All we know is what Mike Vrabel has said is that Ryan Tannehill wants to be out there and is doing everything possible to try to be available as soon as he can. That's so read the tea leaves.
It sure was tough watching David Quesenberry play on Saturday for the other team, knowing that we could certainly have used him throughout this season. But
Roger Saffold.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating. And you're just like, man, we had all the pieces here. And the fact is, you couldn't afford them all. That's the unfortunate part.
But that's part of the problem.
No, that's why John Robinson doesn't have a job. Yes, we know.
And we're waiting till to this offseason. Usually at the winter meetings for the owners, they announce what the salary cap or give a better hint of what the salary cap is going to be next year. The league should start getting out of the COVID pain and tapping into those new TV contracts. That should help. But, take a look at Spot Rack over the cap. The Titans are still down near the bottom. They got like $2 million. They've got barely enough money to keep adding guys at the bottom of this roster. So, they're in the tightest cap situation that I've seen since the 2005 season. And that's literally when they couldn't fill out the entire practice squad because they didn't have enough money. And I flash back to that because they would do kind of walkthroughs in the bubble. And Steve McNair, who couldn't play because of he was so hurt, he would go stand in the backfield of the secondary to at least mimic a body, for the walkthrough sessions, because that's how banged up that this is as close as they've been since then, cap wise, banged up wise. And and the fact of the matter is no team has used more players than the Tennessee Titans over these 2 seasons. So if for anybody still wondering why Miss Amy fired her GM in the middle of the season and want to blame this losing streak on her decision, that's your answer right there.
This is Eric Berner with Rock Castle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, total your car, you kill someone.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
When I made the decision to host the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night, Strike and Spare is where I turned. And what a wise decision that turned out to be. They have 5 locations in our area with family attractions. They're perfect for birthdays, groups and corporate outings, and holiday parties. For more info, it's simple. Go to strikeandspare.com.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
What a day. What a beautiful day in downtown Nashville. Take a look there, Broadway and 5th Avenue, Bridgestone Arena in the background. What a beautiful day.
Oh, what a beautiful day. Man, people are out and about.
People are out and about today. It is crazy. I guess these are probably Cowboys fans.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there
I
goes
just
the
assume
police.
everybody. Yeah, all these big trucks, Jeeps, Silverados, all trying to wrangle cows or whatnot.
Oh man, that's great. Hey, I was scrolling through Twitter as I wont to do, and apparently the Washington State Department of Natural Resources tweeted out a photo of a cougar that they found on a trail with a trail cam. And it says, if you encounter a cougar on the trail, we strongly recommend the opposite of pss, pss, pss. So that's phenomenal, by the way. Here's what they encourage you to do. Cougars are probably very rare around here. I know there probably are some because we do live in foothills, but like,
man, I hope I never encounter one ever.
Well, if you do, this is what the Washington State Department of what is it? Natural Resources says. This is what you should do. 1, never approach it or offer it food. You are not a Disney princess.
Oh, they're taking shots from the rafters.
Face the cougar. Talk to it firmly while slowly backing away.
Like, I don't want anything to do with this.
Stay.
Okay.
Stay.
Like with the question mark. Stay.
Try to appear larger. Stand on a rock or a stump, or open your jacket to appear wider. I don't have to open my jacket. I'm wide enough.
Oh man, I don't wear big enough jackets. I'd have like a little one out there.
The one thing you do not do is run.
Really?
Now, do not run. You're not going to outrun a cougar.
How do you
agile? Yeah, they're agile, hostile.
I'm upset. I really thought I could feel it.
But you could do all of those things, or one simple thing to remember, that if you need to get rid of a cougar, it's very simple. It is a big cat. So just pull out your handy dandy laser pointer. You can distract it while you go away.
Kids, get behind me.
I mean, that's seriously.